Okay, this is just going over metric conversion. So what metric conversion is when we have a measurement in a particular unit and we would like to express it in a different unit. Just the same way that, say, 4/5 and 80% mean the same thing, they're just different ways of saying it. So when we're converting, we're not actually changing the measurement. The distance or like the mass or the volume is still the same. We're just expressing it using a different unit. So the first one we have here is 3,650 centimeters, and we would like to express that in meters. Again, the distance will not have changed. We just want to use meters instead of centimeters. Now, as we can see on our sheet, or maybe we remember from previous, there are 100 centimeters in every meter. So if I have centimeters and I want to express something in meters, I am going to divide by 100, which should make sense, right? Because centimeters are really little, whereas meters are longer. So it's not going to take as many meters to go the same distance as it's going to take lots of little centimeters to go that distance. So I'm going to go 3,650 centimeters divided by 100 to give me meters. When I divide by 100, one sort of trick that I think it shows you above is that we're actually moving the decimal place when we're dividing, we're moving the decimal place to the left. Now, we don't actually see a decimal, so when we have a whole number, where the decimal always comes is after the ones place, right? The decimal always goes between the ones place value and the tenths place. So that would be right after the 0. If I move it to the left, I'm going to get 36.50. Okay, so that should give me 36.50 meters. So 3,650 centimeters is the same distance as 36.5 meters. Looking at the next one, we have 5,260 milliliters, and we want to express that in liters. So again, we're giving something fairly small. A milliliter is very small. It actually 1 teaspoon is 5 milliliters, so it's a very little amount. Whereas a liter is larger. I think a milk carton is 2 liters, so it's like half of a milk carton. Or like, it's also like those skinnier milk cartons that are like sort of skinny and tall. That is 1 liter. So of course it's not going to take as many liters to hold the same amount as it would take milliliters. So since we're looking for something smaller, we're going to divide, and there are 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. So we're going to be dividing by 1,000. So when we're dividing by 1,000, we're taking our decimal and moving it 3 places to the left. Now remember, when we divided by 100, we moved 2 places. When we're dividing by 1,000, we're moving 3 places. So 5.260 liters is the same amount as 5,260 milliliters. Please notice that the abbreviation for liters is a capital L. The reason for that is that a lowercase l might be confused for a 1. So you'll notice even in milliliters, we use a capital L. Then we've got kilograms, and we want to have grams. So 17 kilograms, and we're converting it. We want to express it in grams. Kilograms are kind of large. If you know pounds, they're 2.1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds, whereas a gram is quite small. So when we have kilograms and we want it to be in grams, we're going to have more of the grams, right? Because if kilograms are large and grams are a smaller amount, like 1 kilogram is much, much bigger than 1 gram, so it's going to take more grams to express the same weight. So actually 1 kilogram is the same as 1,000 grams. So we're going to multiply by 1,000, right? Because we want a larger number. So we take 17 and multiply by 1,000. So that's going to give us 17,000 grams. So 17 kilograms is the same amount as 17,000 grams. And then looking at the last one, we have 75 kilometers. We want to express that distance in meters. Kilometers are much longer than meters, so we're going to need more meters to go the same distance. In fact, 1 kilometer is the same as 1,000 meters, so we're going to take our 75 and multiply by 1,000. So that gives us 75,000 meters is the same distance as 75 kilometers.